Welcome back to JC Motor Garage. So we got the engine out of the Integra. We got some parts off the parts car. We got the engine out. We let it drain. So we got the flywheel off, transmissions off of it, and we got the oil pan off. So we're about to take the rest of the oil sending unit out of here and get this done. And we're about to see what the rings and the pistons look like. So you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
What's in this? What is that?
And there's Bailey. All right, so there's your oil sending unit here. And if you can see right in there, that screen looks all nasty, looks all messed up. That's probably why the oil filter wasn't getting any oil. But we're gonna take off this pan right here. As soon as we get this pan off, we should be able to look at the rings and, or not the rings, but the rods and the bushings in here. So let's check this out and get these off of here and see what it looks like. So we got to get this off of here, and we got to get this off of here. This is for the trans mount, so we'll take these off. These are probably a 12 or a 14 millimeter. Looks like 14 millimeter. So we'll get these off, get this off of here, this one here, that one there, and then we'll be able to get this out of here, and we'll see what it looks like. And there's Emlyn riding her e-scooter. Super fast, huh? Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. All right. Well, let's get these out and see what these look like. All right. So we got this off. Check this out. Look how nasty that thing is. That thing is cleaned up, huh? And we got the oil sending unit off of there. So we got that off there. And we're about to get these off right here, the transmission mounts. And then we need to get this off right here. So it's a part of the crank there, and then we'll turn it and we'll see what the bearings and the pistons look like in here. So we'll take these off and we'll mark them for what piston goes where. So we got 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll get this off of here, these ones right here, and then we'll pull these bushings out of here, pistons right here. There's 4, and then we'll get those out of there, and then we'll be able to push the pistons out, and we'll be able to see what the pistons look like in the rings. So we will we'll check that out. All right, so we got the bolts out right here. So we got these 6 bolts out. So we're gonna get ready and take this off of here. We took a picture, so we know that this right here bolts up to the sending unit right here, which bolts up underneath here, which has got the oil sending unit, which is 10x to the crank. So yeah, so we're going to take these 6 bolts out, which we did. So Corey's going to lift these up, and we're going to get a torque wrench on here, and we're going to start moving the engine slow so we can actually see how this crank looks when Corey's turning it. So get ready and pull that up.
You do.
Got it? All right, let me see the underneath. Yeah, looks like some scarring on that one.
I love you.
Yeah, the middle one's not bad. Yeah, turn it around. Turn it around and set it on here. You can see it right here. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah, there's some scarring on there.
This is a 210,000 mile engine.
Yep, and these come out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these come out right here. So 210,000 miles on this, plus it was nasty engine, huh? But you can take a look at the bearings right here. That one.
You're my favorite toy.
And that one. Yep. So we're gonna get ready and move this, turn this engine over, and we're actually gonna see what these what the crank looks like as we're turning it. So let's get a breaker bar on this, and then we'll be right back. All right, so we got our 19 millimeter on the crank. Corey's gonna turn it slow, 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 slow. Go slow. Just wanna see. Let me turn it like this. There we go. There we go. She free?
Yeah.
That's good. And the timing belt's moving too, so that's a good sign. I think we got a good engine. I really think we do. It's just, we got to get these pistons out of here. Once we get those out of here, we'll be able to take the crank off of there with a crank puller, and then we'll be able to take the water pump off, the oil pump, and all that stuff. So turn it up to number 1 cylinder right here. Number 1 cylinder goes 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. Now we got to take these out, and then you got to turn it, take the other one out. So get you something to get those loose.
Say hi, guys.
Get your breaker bar on there. You might want to get these off of here too, so you can get some leverage on there, because those are nope.
These aren't gonna fit.
Nope.
Subscribe.
Not that. That's for the crank. You want those.
That ain't gonna fit
It's
on
not
there.
a 14.
It ain't gonna fit on there.
What's that? What is that?
It's a bird.
It's a bird.
Hi.
Oh my goodness, it's a bird. There's a bird that talks. Say JC Motor Garage.
Let's say it again.
JC Motor Garage. No. Hold it again. JC Motor Garage. Ah! The bird said it. Alright.
Hey, Maya.
So I'm gonna get ready and get these off of here. It was a 12?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's a 13.
13.
Okay. So we'll get these off one by one. So number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. And we'll get these off when we go to get this one, because we'll have to have more room from here to here. So we'll start taking these off. Once we get them all off, we'll get the pistons out. What we gotta do is take the crank off, and then we got to get the timing belt off, and the water pump, and everything off of here, the crank sensor and all that kind of stuff, cam sensor, yep, and the motor mount. And then we should be good. Should be good to get it ready to get sent out to the machine shop and boil it, clean it up, and they're gonna check the cylinders for us and make sure they're good. So, all right, we will be right back. Is the ring supposed to be like that? What's your question? What's your
ring's
question?
supposed to be like this.
Let's check it out. So we got the number 1 piston out, and check it out. Yeah, I don't know. We'll take it to the machine shop and have them look it over. But yeah, it looks like the rings are. Oops. Looks like the rings are toasted.
A shot.
Toasted. Toasty. Let's flip this over so we can look at the
wall.
So we look at the cylinder wall. Let me see that real quick. Pull it up real quick so I can see. There you go. Let me come back a little bit. There. All right. Yeah. Looks like it does need new rings. I don't know about the actual piston though.
I think it looks good to me. It's supposed to have these little grooves.
These do look bad. I don't know. Well, we'll see. We'll see what they look like. I haven't done this in a long time, so it's been a while since I've taken the engine apart. But I've done it. So, but I've always replaced with new. I've never kept old stuff, so I don't know. So we'll take them to the machine shop with the engine, and we'll have them look them over and see what they think, and see what they think about the cylinder walls. And if not, then we'll have to get it bored over. Hopefully not, but if we do, I mean, more horsepower, more torque. So there you go. Yeah, in a nutshell. But anyways, there you go. So let's get ready and flip this over, and we will see what the cylinder wall looks like, and then we'll wrap it up for the night. And tomorrow we will put the hatch on the Integra, and we'll get the interior out in. We'll get the interior in, and we will pressure wash the engine bay. And yeah. So, and there's Bailey. Bailey, are you supervising? You doing a good job? Wag your tail. Good girl. Okay. So, yep, she's got to be in every video. All right. Yeah. I don't know. I know the rings need to be replaced, for sure.
Yeah.
And they need to be cleaned up, because there's a lot of burnt carbon and burnt oil on the top. So
Use a wire wheel on them.
yeah. I don't know. Is the rods good?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know about the rods right here. There's a little scarring right here, so I don't know. Let me close up on that. So let me see. Yeah, looks like there is a little scarring on it. We'll take it there. We'll see what they say about it. But let's get this engine flipped over, and then we'll show you what the cylinder wall looks like. So, yeah, oil doesn't look too good, does it?
No.
Greenish. Let's check these two out.
Green.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah. So this goes number 1 right here. So this is your number 1 cylinder. Let's check out.
It don't look bad. It don't look like there's really no
we
wear.
really don't. Hopefully we'll just be able to get this honed out and be good with it. But if you see something, comment below. Let me know what you see. If you think it should be good. If not, we'll just get it bored over and we'll just replace the pistons. But we'll see. But yeah. So see how you got an arrow right here?
Yeah.
See how you have an arrow?
Uh-huh.
It goes towards the crank. So that's how all your pistons. You can see the arrow right here. You see the arrow right there. 1, and then you got 2, and you got 3, and then if this one was in here, it'd still be pointing this way. So that's how you know which way the pistons go, so you don't put them in backwards. So I know there's a little rust on it because it was raining the other day when we were doing it, but other than that, you know, I don't know. Comment below. Let me know what you think about this. If you think that could just be honed out and fixed. But they're gonna boil the block, get it all done for us, and then we'll get it back and we'll assemble it. So we're gonna put a new oil pan. Put a new oil pan on it. We're gonna do a new water pump. We're gonna upgrade the water pump on it, and then we're going to upgrade the oil sending unit in it. And yeah, so we'll get a new timing belt when we put that on there. So we need to clean up the head, clean up the cams in there too, get that all cleaned up. But so it's getting dark. Let's wrap it up for the night, and then we'll be back in the morning. All right, well, yesterday we got the piston out. We got number 1 piston out. We looked at the cylinder and we looked at the piston on that. So we're gonna finish that. But right now we're working on the hatch, trying to get the hatch off, get the wiring off of here. So let's show you what we did. All right, so we got the bolts out, 12mm bolt from the inside. So you have to pull this off of here like this. And then there's that rubber trim right there. You got to pull it out of the little track. And then there's 2 nuts. There's studs right here, right here. And then you have to pull the headliner down and get a 12mm socket to get in here. And you get these bolts out and the other bolts out. So I had to pull the wiring out of here because we're going to keep the wiring for the other one, because the other one doesn't have any wiring. They cut it all out of there. So we're going to save the wiper motor since the other one doesn't have a wiper motor. So we got to finish taking these bolts off, which are 10mm. The underneath, I got to flip it over. I got to take the wiper out right there, and I got to get that nut off of there so we can get this whole wiper motor out, and I can get it bolted on the new one. The other thing we got to do is we have to take off the power latch here to power it. So we got to take these ones out here, and then this will come off of here, and we got to bolt it up to the new one because that one doesn't have it either. So, and then the little switchy thing, so that doesn't have it either, so we'll have to do that. But other than that, I got it out, and then we have to get these hood struts off. So right here, so we got to pop these off of here. So we popped them off of here, right here. So you got your little C clamp here, and then you push it on there. I think one went over here somewhere, but I'll have to find it. So yep, so that's what I'm doing now. I'm gonna get this all cleaned up and get this all sprayed and pushed out and get it all cleaned up before we put the hatch on there. There was a lot of junk underneath here. So Emmeline vacuumed this out for us. Got this all cleaned up, huh? Got that all cleaned up for us, huh? Good job. So she did all that for us, so now we just gotta get it cleaned up, and we're gonna get ready and put the carpet back in. We're gonna get ready and put the carpet back in and the seats. There's one seat there. One seat's already in there right there, and the back seat's already in. So we gotta put the carpet in, put the center console back in it, and then we'll start replacing the pieces after we get the hatch on. So, and then here is the engine that we start taking out. So there's number 1 piston right there, and we got it out. You can see there's a hole in the ground. So now we got to take the crank off of here, so we got to get a crank puller. And there's Bailey. So She's always out here with us, huh, Bailey? You're always out here with us, huh? Yep. So she likes to be out here. She always does, right? You always like to be out here with us. All right. Well, let me get this motor off of here. Get this 10mm bolt and get this motor off of here and get this moved. And we already got the panels off of here. They're already sitting in there. So we'll get this cleaned up and then we'll be right back. All right. So got a lot done today. Motor's out and getting torn apart right there. Got the back hatch off and sitting over there. So I got to get the strut, hatch struts off of there, and I got to get the motor off of it. And I got the carpet back in the car. Check this out. Oh my goodness. Look, it looks so nice. Do you like it? Do you like it? Go in. Nope. Yeah, look at that. Looks so nice. I just got to pull up the back seat and put the little plastic pieces. There's 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. So I got to find the plastic pieces, put that back down. Look at the back seat. Look how nice that looks. So got the carpet in there. So we got some blue pieces. So those are going to be coming in tomorrow. Corey's going to be helping me. He's at work right now. So we're going to be getting the center console. That's going to be getting in here. And the seats are going to be going in here tomorrow. And the rear hatch is going to be going on there tomorrow. So I had to pull the wiring out right there. So I had to pull the wiring out of the other one. So we'll get the other one back in. I want to get this all cleaned up and sprayed black all in here with some black Rust-Oleum, just so we can just so it doesn't rust. And I want to get this all cleaned up, so we'll be doing that tomorrow also. We'll be pressure washing it, getting the new hatch put on, getting the seats put in. They're not fixed yet, but getting the seats put in. There's the back carpet that's shampooed. It just needs to be washed. There's the rear spoiler, so that needs to be cleaned before we put the other one back on. And we got a bunch of interior pieces right over there, so it's going to be going back in there. So we got a black, there's the black smoke console that we got for the GSR. So there's one of it. There's the other part of it. It's got the ITR ship boot. There's some black vents there, black vent there. There's a cover right there. There's new window regulator, so it's going in tomorrow. There's 2 new fenders. So I would say this car is coming along pretty nice. So I just got to switch over some other pieces for the other car, or the other hatch, and then we'll get this on there. Other than that, look at, I'll show you a little, here's a little video of it with, let's pull this up here. Look at that, check that out. From when we first picked it up. I'll show you a picture right now. Look at it now. So I got to get the other door panel on, but I want to put the passenger regulator on there first and get the door thing on there. Got one there now, so we got 2. It's missing one. And yeah, so we will be back tomorrow and we will finish the whatever we're doing to the Integra. So we got a lot done on the Integra. We got the carpet in. We're getting ready to put the seats and the center console in. We got the carpet in. It looks so nice. We got the hatch off, so we're replacing the other hatch. So we got to put over the window switch and the motor, the window wiper motor. We're gonna do that, and then we got some videos on the Jeep. So we're replacing some parts on the Jeep bumper and stuff like that. So stay tuned for some more videos on that. We got the engine tearing it apart. We got number 1 piston out, so we started looking at that. We got to finish that up, so we get the number 2, number 3, number 4 piston out, get the crank off and stuff like that, and then we'll take a video on sending it to the machine shop and getting that done. So we got to get the engine decked and redecked, and the head redecked because of the what am I trying to say here? The head gasket. That's right. The head gasket was blown on it and looked like it warped the head a little bit. So we're gonna have to get the head redecked and the engine redecked. So we're gonna take both of those to the machine shop and we'll get that done. But so if you like this video, please give us a big thumbs up. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram at JMC Motive Garage, and stay tuned for more videos on the Integra and the Jeep and pretty soon we're gonna be doing buying a flip car here soon. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on JC Motor Garage.